Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. I am back, you guys. I know I've been on hiatus, and on the last video I did promise to try to record on a more regular basis, which I'm going to do. I'm trying to do. I got all wrapped up because I have some, good. Ain't nobody upload nothing for your information, okay? Anyway, I'm sorry. I was talking to my brother. He get on my nerves. Anyway, aside from that, so yeah, so I do have good news. Excuse me, good news for you, guys. I recently found another job, so now I'm working two jobs. Yes, I'm working two jobs now. So I still work at the same place I worked before. I still work at the call center, but now I'm doing similar to what I was doing, but it's like a totally different company. So the company I work for, they're an education company. So, but what we basically do is we try to um, call people back who have signed up online to go back to school, and we just try to follow up with them and see if we can help find them some great schools and find a good program for them as well. So I like what I do. I think it really helps people out a lot, and I've met some nice people so far. So yeah, so I'm a call center rep. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy. So I had a lot to do with that. I had to go training, and the training was in Arlington Heights, which is like a suburb that's like northwest of here of Chicago. So I had to go out there for like 3 days, and yeah, I had a lot of stuff, to do. I had a lot of stuff on my mind, and so now I've been working there so far. This is my second week, so yeah. My manager just informed me today I did excellent for the first week there, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, so I'm floating on cloud nine. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Yeah, so I just had so much other stuff to kind of focus on, so no, I could not be in front of the camera, because I think I was like worn out. Like those 3 days I went out there, child, I was worn out. Okay, I was tired. Every day I was just like, I'm so exhausted. I'm so because we were down there like the training was like 9 to no, I think it was like 8:30 or something. 8 something like 8 to 5 every day. 8:30 to 5. It was crazy. So yeah, it was like whoa. Yeah, it's like the trek, that the commute. I was using public transportation. I didn't really drive down there. I just used metro. But yeah, I was tired every day. I think the total commute it takes about maybe an hour, 30 minutes, or 2 hours. There when you going there and also when you're coming back. So, but it's a straight shot though. So it's pretty convenient. It's like it's not really a lot of complications in the commute, which is good. It's just the fact that it takes time and it's like it can be kind of grueling, and yeah. But anyway, other than that, I made it. I thank God I made it. Everything, went fantastic with that. Yeah. So anyway, I'm back in front of this camera now. I'm happy to be back. Yeah. And I just want to talk to you guys about just things that's been on my mind. So there's one topic in particular. A lot of you might be happy that I'm doing this topic if you're really into this sort of thing, Okay, so today we're talking about big booties. Yay, big booties. Oh, God, I'm just messing with y'all. But yeah, so I came across this interesting article online. And it was so weird because I was like, hey, I was going to do something on that topic too. I was like, okay, I guess great minds think alike. Because I'm like, I was actually going to cover that topic. Anyway, there's this article on thesunk.com. It's THESUNK.com. The Sunk. I had never really heard of it. It's a blog. It was a blog. And I really enjoyed the blog post. I'll post it below. I'm definitely going to post the link below for you guys. I want you guys to click on it so you can actually read it for yourself. And maybe leave comments on there too if you like. Yeah. So it was an article posted on thesunk.com. I can't tell if it was a guy who wrote the post or a woman. I don't know. May have been from a male perspective. But anyway, the article was called "Big Booties in the Is Your Booty Too Big for the Workplace?" Basically, and they were talking about women who have bigger butts, like is it accept how it's not like as accepted in like corporate America or even just a regular job setting, just a job setting period. Especially if your job, the place where you work is male dominated, and they were talking about how it can be kind of like a blessing and a curse. So it's like yeah, you have this this nice bodacious kind of in your face rump, and it's nice and it's beautiful. It's a nice feature to have, but it's like a blessing and a curse. So that's the blessing part, but then the curse would be sometimes the attention that you may get from it, when you're out in the public or when you out at work, it could be really uncomfortable. It could turn to sexual harassment, or it could just be looked at as somehow unprofessional, which is weird because we can't. I mean, all of us are made differently. We're all individuals, especially women. But women, no matter what race or culture background we all have the same bodies basically, but different at the same time. What I mean by that is we have the same parts, but they're all different sizes and different shapes and different colors and different whatevers. So we look alike, but we really don't. So we all come in different packages. We all are gifts that are wrapped in different packaging, if that makes any sense to you all, is what I'm trying to say. So we don't look the same. We weren't made to look the same. And so to blame a woman or to make her feel bad for how she looks, how her body looks, something she can't really control, it's just beyond me. I think it's bizarre. I think it's highly offensive, for you to look down at somebody because their butt is huge. I'm like, well, they can't really help that. That's usually genetics, exercise, whatever, but even with exercise, like it's in their genetics, so they can grow a butt like that, or they already had a big butt and got bigger and whatever. So yeah, so I was looking at the article and I was like, this is really, really interesting, for anybody just to think about this and actually talk about it. I think it's a real topic. I think it got a lot of great feedback from men and women. And some of the comments on there are really great. Of course, I made some comments on there as well. Yeah, so I thought it was just pretty interesting overall. Yeah, but what the guy was saying, or the woman or man, whoever wrote the article, it's kind of looked at where having a big butt has this negative stereotype with it because of like rap videos and the girls shaking their asses all around and stuff like that. And just in general, like it's for some strange reason, it has a negative connotation as like basically, I think that it sets you up to be more sexually objectified than another woman who may not have a butt as pronounced as yours. You all women get objectified by men, but I think you're just more likely and more apt to be objectified because you have this huge rump and it's hard to miss. Somebody got a big booty, like what? So yeah, and okay, if I haven't, I know I said this like another video before, but why? Me, like, yes, I'm a big booty chick myself, so I know all about the attention that you get and people looking and, they may make comments and, stuff like that. So I'll talk to you in a second about my experience about having a big booty in the workplace. But anyway, yeah. So I think the article, it definitely made some good points and kind of compare having big booty to having afros or dreadlocks, which we know is not culturally accepted. As being an African American person, when you're trying to work in corporate America with white people or whatever, people of other races, it's not generally accepted when you come in with a fro or locks or whatever. Anything that looks too ethnic is always been thought of as it makes white people uncomfortable, possibly. And this is not always true for every white person or every white employer. I'm not saying that, but it may kind of, it makes you stand out in a bad way. So yeah, it's not always cool. And also just in general, whether your coworkers or bosses, black or white, just being the big booty chick in the office. Sometimes it's like it's cool, but it's not. Like everybody's. You feel like all the eyes are on you, and you wonder will I be taken seriously? I think some women do struggle with it who do have bigger booties, especially if they are managers. If they're standing in a managerial position, then you like, okay, am I going to be taken seriously? I feel like people are always kind of staring at me and objectifying me. You kind of like Sarah Bartman. Remember Sarah Bartman, the lady? It was probably, I think it was centuries ago, but she was she was a black woman, she's an African woman. She had huge genitals and huge bottom and hips and everything, thighs, and she was like put on display like by white people, and they would just stand around, stare at her, and laugh at her, and she was literally put on display like she was nude, and it's like so sad, and it's pretty historical. If you look her up, Sarah Bartman. She's pretty popular now. A lot of people know who Sarah Bartman is now. I know who she was before I found out about it maybe a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's like you're being made to feel ashamed of something that is in your heritage and something that is really beautiful. Having fuller hips. There's really nothing wrong with that at all. But you're being made to feel so bad about it because it's kind of for some reason you get this label as you're a slut or you're easy, you're a hoochie or whatever you want to say, you a hoe or whatever, you're nasty or you're a freak in some sort of way because of the fact that your ass just happens to be bigger than most people's. You're like, why I gotta be a hoe though? You like, look, I got a big ass, I mean, I'm a hoe. I mean, I give my big ass to everybody just because I got a big ass. I mean, I give it to everybody. So why I gotta be a hoe? But people just make that comparison you know and it's like in our culture it's like it is more accepted among us as black people. Like I think we as black people we're used to seeing like bigger booties. I'm not saying all of us have big booties, that we don't. No, all of us don't have big booties. But it's a lot of black women who do, and that's mostly not saying white women don't have it, and Hispanic women don't have it. I'm not saying that they have big booties too, but the big booty thing is mostly associated with us. It's kind of attached to black women only. It's almost like a club that we're in and nobody else is allowed in or something like that. Like we're like VIP members in the big ass club. So, whatever. Anyway, anywho, so yeah, that's kind of like more so associated with us, and so like I feel like we as a community we're used to seeing that. Like when we see a girl with a big ass, like it's not that much of a surprise to us because like it's kind of it's not freakish or too outlandish because it's in our culture, but at the same time, yes, of course, we may still objectify the person or you know we may make up negative connotations like she's especially in the workplace. I think women are catty anyway. I think black women, I think we need to really cut each other some slack more often, but it's so sad that we don't. And we're very kind of catty anyway with each other a lot of times. Not all of us, but a lot of us are. And so they'll be thinking like, oh, she's just trying to show off in front of the guys who she thinks she is. And you may have girls that hate you because your ass is bigger than theirs. They feel like you're trying to entice them in, and that's not even your purpose. And it's always like what I find annoying with having, a big booty and whatnot, especially as far as trying to go into a professional setting. It's like it's always your clothing. Like you have to really be careful what you wear because if you wear a certain type of clothing, it may show off too much of it, and then everybody's looking at me because of that, and I'm not being taken seriously, and I'm looking at me like that whore, that harlot. And trust me, like I get that feeling all the time. I go to work or when I went out to Arlington Heights for the training. Like you always have to be careful what you're wearing. And me, I'm pretty confident as far as like my clothing is concerned. Like I used to not be, but now I am. I'm more okay with like showing off my booty or breast or whatever, in a tasteful way. I'm a lady. I'm very much a lady, so I'm not gonna ever go to extremes anyway with showing off as far as clothing goes. But I still do get a little self-conscious here and there. Like, oh my god, it's like you want people to look at you. You want to get attention, especially in the summertime from the guys. You want to show off what you got, but then you don't want to show it off because you're afraid it's gonna be taken negatively. And you're afraid that you're gonna be objectified too much. So it's like there's always a fine line that you're always tipping on. You're always like on this little line, and you're always on thin ice with it, and you never know which way to go. So I totally know like how that particular experience can be like. It can be annoying. Like for me at the workplace, for my second job, I work from home. Thank God. I've never had a job where I work from home before. I work from home, and I just think that's absolutely fantastic. Most people don't get the opportunity to work from home. I'm like, oh my God. There's a lot of, if y'all searching, like if somebody wants a work from home job, there's so many of them that you can find online. There's a lot of, more than you think. So I work from home anyway, so I don't have to worry about like somebody looking at me every day. I can be myself because I'm at home. But at my other job, I have to commute. I have to go out of the house. So I mean, I get attention on the way to work. Like, guys be rolling their cars, whatever, and they just like looking at me or whatever. I'm on a bus stop waiting on the bus to come. In the workplace, yeah, I see my male coworkers. They look at me, I mean, yeah, they look at me all the time. I have a few of them that speak to me. I speak to them, but they've never said anything inappropriate. So I've never had any sexual harassment. Thank God. But of course, you already know their eyes are definitely on you. And I find this is what I do. Like sometimes I get uncomfortable Like when I'm in the break room, or if I'm in a place where like your booty's all out in the open, and you walking by, and like I'm headed to the bathroom, for instance, headed out. So I like try to hurry up and like quickly get by, or hurry up and quickly get to my seat or wherever the hell I'm going to, or get off somewhere where ain't a whole lot of people. Cause I be like, I don't want to be seen too much. Cause I feel like everybody's staring at me, like everybody's like watching me, including like the females. And like you always wonder what they be thinking, especially the women. Like you just wonder, like, is she hating or is she like, oh, okay, nice. But she could be hating. You never know. So I don't know, like. And not that I'm trying to make people hate on me. I'm not saying that like I'm being cocky. Like I hope she hating on this booty. Like what? I'm not the kind of chick. I'm not that superficial you know. But yeah, sometimes I do wonder, so I'll be trying to like hurry up and sit down. That's all. Or I just feel weird, like I wear something cute and I'm feeling all good, and I'm like, oh my god, the guys. So you already know. Like, of course, I mean, they've seen me a million times by now. They're pretty used to seeing me. Like, it isn't like I'm a new girl, thank God. But then you really get attention then because they don't even know you. But I mean, they used to seeing me. But you just wonder, like what they're thinking. That's all. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's like you wonder what they're thinking, but then you ask yourself, do you really want to know what they're thinking? Hmm. I don't think you want to know those thoughts. Okay, because you might be tempted to, you know. You gotta cut somebody out. You might want to call the cops or something. Like, I want to make a report. This gentleman was thinking just salacious, horrible, disgusting, despicable things about me. Oh my god, I'm being sexually harassed. So yeah. But I totally could, relate to the article. I'm like, this is so interesting. Oh my god, you're gonna see some of my comments on there. Like, go. I'm gonna leave the link, and you all can click and you scroll up and down and see some of the comments. One of the ladies was like, I commented to her and she commented back on my comment. She was saying how at her job she's like in a position of authority, so sometimes she has to. Wait, I think she was in a position of authority, but I know that she does. She was saying how she do her job well. She does just conservatively at work, but of course, her ass is still out there. So she said she's heard, like, she's walking by an open crowd, and she said she hates doing it. I hate doing the same thing. And she's walking, she's walking by, and she heard like, damn, She's like, yes, I've heard damn in a professional setting, and I was like, oh my god, at work, like you expect that to happen on a train or something, but you're like, what? Like at work, and she said, damn, looking at your ass. I'm like, oh my, whoa, So that was quite an experience. So I was like, but she said like sometimes she's the one who was talking about the females thinking that you're trying to entice the guys, and I was like, yeah, I was feeling the same way. But she was like, you know what? She's like, I use that as my motivation now. I let the haters be, motivate me. I said, girl, I do the same thing now. I said, try to spin it around. Maybe a chick is hating, but guess what? Her hating on you is her own insecurity. That's not your problem. And it's not my job to handle no other chick's insecurities about herself. So she looks at me she look at my body and something she don't like, or she looking at me like, I don't like how she thinks she walking around thinking she cute. I'm like, now, first of all, boo, you got it twisted because I don't think I'm cute. I know I'm cute. Hun, that's the first thing. And secondly, I don't give a damn what you think about me. So it's not my job to, be trying to manage somebody else's insecurities. That's on her. Oh, anywho, moving on. So, another thing, speaking of big booties, while we're on the topic of big booties, and y'all better be loving this video, because I know a lot of y'all that watch the video, I like the big booties. So, yeah. Get into this and leave me a comment. I want to see some comments below. Leave me a comment, thumbs up, and share the video, of course. And subscribe if you already haven't. Okay, so big booties and leggings. Now, I'm a girl who loves to wear leggings. I like to wear leggings. I think they're pretty. They're really nice. They make you feel sexy. And I think they're cool. But I've been seeing a lot of big booty chicks that they wearing leggings that are like see-through. And I just want to ask why. Like, not that I'm judging anybody, but it's like, why do y'all wear the leggings they look like pantyhose? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all saying they don't even look like regular leggings. That's what let me know that you shouldn't have them on. I'm like, those are not even girl. Girl, stop wearing them. Like them look like pantyhose. Like they look like you put on some pantyhose and forgot your skirt that morning. Like, oh, I forgot my skirt. I mean, like, what the hell? You can't be wearing those. Try to leggings. I'm all for big booty chicks wearing leggings. I didn't say that we couldn't, but it's like there's a certain way to wear them. There's certain kinds of leggings. Try to get the ones that ain't really. Cause I feel like leggings is leggings. Like they're gonna see your big ass anyway. They're gonna see your shape and whatnot anyway. So for leggings, you don't need to go over the top as far as showing off to the guys or whoever you're trying to show off to. You do not need to show them your ass. Like they don't need to see, like visibly see it. Like I've seen that twice. I seen one chick one day. I was waiting at 95th for my mom to come pick me up. I got off work. I waited for her to come get me. I seen one chick walk back, big booty, with these little see-through leggings on. I was like, why did you have it on? And she had on full cut black panties, so I guess I'll give her that. But still, it looked kind of nasty because it's like you showing too much skin. Ladies, you do not have to show that skin to get attention from a man. I've got attention from men in the wintertime, and I got a damn full length coat on. They still in my face talking. So it's like, really? You don't have to do that. Stop thinking that you have to go. You don't have to do that. You're worth more than that. Okay, stop. It's like you setting yourself up for objectification. I think a lot of it is low self-esteem, maybe, or not even knowing, just not knowing how to style yourself, not knowing what looks good. Wanting to be sexy, wanting to look sexy, but not knowing what to wear. And I've experienced that too. Struggles with finding clothing that looks good on me, that kind of stuff. You're trying to you're trying to find yourself. I know I'm on the same path as you are, but at least I know better not to wear something that's like that see through. I'm like, you tried it. Because I know I'm self conscious enough. Sometimes I'm self conscious. So I'm like, I don't need to be busting out here and nothing like that. Because then that's how you know people going to be looking at you. You're like, oh my God, I feel like everybody's staring at me. Because they are. And I'll be wondering how they feeling when they be wearing it. I'm like, how do you feel? Like, do you feel confident? Because I'll be nervous here. I will be shaking. I'll be, oh my God, everybody looking at my ass. I'm like, yeah, they are, because it's all in their face like that. You like half-ass nude. You basically naked. Then I saw another chick. I saw a chick in Walmart one day. She had a little booty, like she had cellulite and little booty and thighs, but it wasn't like real big. But still, she tried it though. Like she had them see-through ass leggings on with pink ass panties, and she thought she was doing the damn thing. I was like, why are you wearing that? Especially the Walmart. It's Walmart. It's not Magic City, okay? Damn, that threw me right there. I'm like, we in Walmart shit. What the hell are you wearing? She tried it. I was like, ooh, you tried it. Girl, I'm like, no, no, and no. That was a big no. Okay? And then I saw another chick recently. I'm on the bus, and she was like standing in front of me, right? And she had on a cute outfit. It was really cute. She had like a little, the little tops with the flare bottom and everything. I got a couple of those, and it was cute. But it's like she wearing leggings, and I like the outfit. But all the leggings, they would have been perfect had they not been so sheer. They were just see through, and she had this big booty with She had the panties on, but she looked naked. When you look, it's like you look at her butt and you see it, everything. I'm like, you don't you feel like a draft or something? I mean, I would be uncomfortable. But I just think if the leggings weren't see through, her outfit would have been beautiful. Like there was nothing wrong with it. I'm like, that's something I would wear. But it's just like, hon, let's try not to, let's go easy with the leggings and the see through stuff. I mean, you don't need all that old. Do they call that opaque leggings? So one, I forgot what it's called, but I know it's just too. It's too see through. I'm like, you don't need to wear that. Let's try something that's gonna cover your skin for the most part. You wanna Women have forgotten to have mystery. You gotta have a little mystery in your game. Like you letting the guys know a little too much up front. Okay, that's why you ain't all that interested. Once they do get with you, if they do get with you, it's like when you give everything up in the beginning, so he knows everything already. So it's like hide something. Come on now, leave something to the imagination. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'm going to close this out because I've been talking too long. I don't want to talk too long. I just want to say hi, you guys. I'm excited to be back in the camera. And I just want to talk about these topics because they've been on my mind lately. So I was like, I got to make this video. I got to do this video. I just want to see what you guys think. Let's start a conversation. I love to talk to you guys. Leave me some comments below. I know you got something on your mind. So definitely talk to me. What do you think about the whole big booties in the workplace thing? Are you a big booty chick that has big booty struggles with, oh my God, everybody's looking at me, or I'm in the workplace, I'm being harassed, or I have people looking at me like something's wrong with me in the workplace, or I feel like I get too much attention in the workplace or just in general in life. Talk to me. How do you feel about girls who have big booties, who wear leggings like that? Are you a big booty girl who does wear leggings like that? Tell me, what is your motivation in doing it? Like, seriously, like, I just want to know. Like, I'm not judging. I just want to talk to you. Like, let's just talk. So, hey, leave me a comment below. Subscribe, share, click the like button, all that good stuff. Y'all already know the deal. All right. So, on that note, everybody have a wonderful night and have a great rest of the week. All right. Bye.